Andrew Jackson is known to many people in America because his portrait and the $20 bill this honor is usually received to horrors throughout nation history. Jackson was, however, ignored here, and the country he should be considered one of the biggest figures in United States history. In 1767, Andrew Jackson became the fourth USA president born alone Cali. His father died 2 weeks before he was born. Jackson spent his youth on the South Carolina frontier of the Gate of Fortune. He was orphaned when his mother died. Hastings Jackson fought for American independence. He became from lawyer and served in the United States Congress. He was the fourth congressman from Tennessee. Over time, Andrew Jackson owned large plantations with over 140 slaves. Election of 1824, Andrew Jackson had been running against William Crawford, Henry Clay, and John Q. Adams. Andrew Jackson is the most popular in the electronic vote in the electronic, but did have annoyed so that decision going to be House and Representatives, of which Henry Clay was the Speaker honorary of the House. John Q. Adams has made agreement with Henry Clay. What if the war influenced the House to pick up John Q. Adams while making Henry Clay Secretary of the United States? It was never proved that this agreement was even made, but Jackson followed belief in the heart and encouraged the current Vargas. Up to 1828, new states were added to the Union. The new states believed of the white men should have the right to vote. As a result, the voting law were fixed to give it to common white men the right to vote. The new states were full farmers, snowkeepers, small business, on the common man. The water America was nowhere meant, but the common man that support Andrew Jackson has resolved. Jackson won to election of 1828 over President Adams.
I never thought I would live to see a day where I, John Quincy Adams, of the famous Adams bloodline, would lose my presidency to an uneducated, non-elite orphan boy from South Carolina. He only won the election of 1828 because of those southern and western states voted for him. In fact, he had to change the voting rules to allow more people to vote. When I was the sixth president, the wealthy had control. Now it's back to the hands of farmers, shopkeepers, and small businessmen.
Once as officer, President Jackson wanted to reveal his support for helping with election of 1828. He grabbed some of the which government John. He fought the people from previous administration what he called them John Jack. He felt that the officer knew the new law. At the President Jackson really has close friends. At that his when he was president, the world coming to White House meet with him kitchen. So their men coming to know as kitchen cabinet. The point system in the coming to be now called positive. Of negative the appointment hurt the nation because it brought new people who were less experienced. His President Jackson did many things that brought Congress and chose the United States on one thing, the traffic of government this password, but Congress was supported by Jackson Hole Sumter nearly drowned the country to a civil war.
When I was asked to be Andrew Jackson's vice president, I was honored. We were both slave-owning gentlemen that could move America forward and defend slavery forever. Then in 1828, Congress passed and that president signed into law a high tariff that I like to refer to as the Tariff of Abominations. This law helps northern manufacturers and it hurts us southerners. It made goods that we buy from Europe more expensive, When we South Carolinians tried to nullify this tariff, which I believe our state or any state had the right to do, President Jackson threatened to use the U.S. military to collect those taxes. Not wanting to start a civil war, I backed away from this nullification. However, I could no longer work with this bully from Tennessee.
Andrew Jackson was not of the U.S. Bank. He feared his way because he believed beneficiaries ones who were Henry Clay pushed against review. The bank changed, but Jackson's support he was involved. The bank voted and said, "The bank is trying to kill me, but I will kill it." Jackson began to kill the bank in the 1833, so he removed the money in the place in the 23 state bank. All that did was weaken the American economy because his reduction in the noise of the money in the circulation. The biggest officer of the President Jackson presidency was his attempt for Henry gave to Native America. He wanted to move Transition America to be India Territory location across Mississippi. On May 28, 1830, he signed the India removed after almost 225 million Native America live on millions of land. Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, North Carolina, and Florida. Jackson regained Native America to move to India Territory. He built what many churches come to know as the Tree Territory.
No.
Not only was General Jackson not satisfied with taking our land after that Battle of Horseshoe Bend, he had to slaughter our people in Florida. The chief of your so-called Supreme Court ordered that the state of Georgia give us back our land. As president, your Jackson refused to enforce this ruling. Instead, Jackson forced our 5 native tribes, totaling over 100,000 people, to move to some worthless land called Oklahoma. How long until Jackson and the rest of the white man force us off our land?